two stirring renditions of the two national anthems. The form between these two sides is long and varied. They last met in 2019 at the OFC FUTSAL Nations Cup. At this very stage, match day 2 of group play, and it was the Solomon Islands who ran out 7-2 winners that day. 10th appearance in the OFC FUTSAL Nations Cup for the Solomon Islands. They are 6 times champions: 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2016 and 2019, to go with 4 appearances at the FIFA Futsal World Cup. For Tahiti, it is 8 appearances at the OFC Futsal Nations Cup. Runners-up twice in 2008 and 2011. Incidentally, it was a team made up primarily of players from Rapa in 2008 that saw them achieve their first runner-up status. It is an absolute hotbed of futsal in the tiny island archipelago, the far-flung corners of the islands that make up French Polynesia. An amazing story. The coach of Rapa Futsal, Felipe Miguel, is actually the goalkeeper coach included in this delegation. Solomon Islands World Cup participations in 2008 in Brazil. Elliot Ragomo, the captain, was just 16 years of age. Followed that up 4 years later in Thailand, 4 years later in Colombia, and most recently in Lithuania, 2021. They'll be able to extend their grip on Oceania's spot at the FIFA Futsal World Cup. We will wait and see. Place in Uzbekistan at stake for one of the 8 teams here at the OFC Futsal Nations Cup. It's a must-win match for the Solomon Islands. For Tahiti, they won yesterday against Samoa. They are currently chasing New Caledonia, who occupy first place in Group B. Well, they are dubbed the Brazilians of the Pacific, the Solomon Islands footballers. The Kuru is the nickname of the national futsal team. They had a big chance to win their match with New Caledonia last night when they were sent to the 10-metre penalty mark. Charlie Oitainau was unable to convert, sending his shot wide. So it'll be the Solomon Islands in the familiar yellow and blue on the left of your picture, up against Tahiti in all red on the right of your screen, attacking the goal to the left. Match 7 of the OFC Futsal Nations Cup 2023. Solomon Islands versus Tahiti. Solomon Islands will get us underway, and we are off. And Cliff Sassau, the goalkeeper, is taking an advanced position, looking to get involved early and get an early touch of the ball. He was a spectator last night, and a save straight away off the forehead of Puarea Roy, who was player of the match in that 5-0 win for Tahiti over Samoa. He was called into action a number of times. It was 1-0 actually at half-time of that match at the end of the first period of 20 minutes. For Tahiti, ran out 5-0 winners. A brace to Michel Maihuri, Keanu Maihuri, and Vincent Tinomoy rounding up the goal scoring. For the Solomon Islands, it was 2 goals to this man, Maika Lealafa. They trailed 2-0 at half-time, and Lealafa gets a strike away. And Roy straight into the action. Lealafa wins it back for his side and accelerates. And it's a block by Kaiha. Straight into the action is Lealafa. Just accelerated, and it was a crucial block from Teivari. Kaiha. Well, and Ia Orana to our friends in Tahiti. Ketawontok back in the Solomon Islands. Welcome into this coverage brought to you by OFC TV. Seamus Martin. Very happy to be bringing you all of the OFC Futsal Nations Cup action. Alvin D'Oro there did everything but score yesterday. The strike comes in from Lealafa again. It's partially cleared only as far as Solomon Islands. Start. Already a high tempo exchange in the opening 2 minutes. Lealafa looks to create some space for himself to get a strike away. Ends up passing it on to Marlon Sia. This is Sia, the number 5, who missed last night's match through suspension. Maybe a little bit rusty there, just loses possession. And Tahiti take over. It's their first opportunity to attack. And they've opened the Solomon Islands up here. Cliff Sasau does well at the feet of Tetu Anui Tino Moi. Well, it was a quick counter-attack, wasn't it? And Sasau was sharp at the feet of Tetu Anui Tino Moi. And he needed to be. It was eventually towed clear. And just a glimpse of how quickly Tahiti can transition from defence into attack. Promises to be an enthralling encounter. I'm already on the edge of my seat for this one. We've been entertained with goals galore already today. Vanuatu running up 20 goals to 2 winners over Tonga in the opening game at 10 a.m. was followed up by a 7-2 win by New Caledonia over Samoa. 2 more sumptuous games ahead of us. This match between the Solomon Islands and Tahiti. And the day's action will conclude with New Zealand and Fiji, and it's pressure from Charlie Oitainau. Not sure whether he got the final touch or whether it was an own goal. The goal is credited to Charlie Oitainau. Well, he spun off his defender and threw to D'Oro. And the ball ended in the Tahitian net. So it's the Solomon Islands who take an early advantage, 1-0. Oitainau with the first goal. Well, that will settle the nerves. 3 minutes and 7 seconds into the first period. He missed from the 10-metre mark, Oitainau, last night, with the match finally poised at 2-2. So he's quick to get his name on the score sheet this afternoon. The second match of the Solomon Islands campaign. Here's D'Oro. Lealafa. Isn't he quick with his feet as Lealafa just looked to dink it over the top, and it hits the crossbar and is cleared to safety. And he's an exciting proposition is Micah Lealafa. Once again, just the 1-2. And he lifted it over the advancing Groye. But it was the crossbar to Tahiti's rescue. And it looks like a very different Solomon Islands than we saw last night. Lealafa looking to get involved again. Just not on the same page as George Stevenson, who gets his first minutes in the match. Been deployed as a target by Damon Shaw. Clifford Misitana. So gets an opportunity early. He is on the flank, on the ball now. So see Kausute getting ready to come in. 5 minutes played. Solomon Islands lead Tahiti 1-0. Stevenson. They've hardly had the ball, have Tahiti. And when they have, they've been put under pressure immediately. Here's the tall figure of Roberto Partida. Stevenson has worked its way all the way over to Kausute. Shooting opportunity. And it was the captain, Akariva Riaria, who came across to make amends. It was he who gave up possession initially. He just needed to get a toe on that to clear it to safety. Kausute over the corner. Plays it into Stevenson, but he's not able to wrap his foot around that shot. Here's Partida. They tried a high press last night, did the Solomon Islands Kurukuru. They're relentless at the moment. Misitana winning the ball back for his side. Doesn't seem to be a lot of space available. Referee Chris Sinclair just wants a word with Teivari Kaiha. It's Ragomo with an early appearance, a lot earlier than the match last night. It was right into the second period when we saw the Solomon Islands captain. So already a very different Solomon Islands side to one that we saw take on New Caledonia less than 24 hours ago. Very quick turnarounds in this competition. Sasao may have spotted his opposite number off his line. Not enough to trouble the Tahitian goalkeeper. Kausute looking to battle with Kaiha. Ragomo frees George Stevenson. Well, he's the face of futsal in the Solomon Islands, is this man, Elliot Ragomo. Misitana just battling with Tino Moy. Well, it's a good scrap so far between these two sides. Looks to me like Elliot Ragomo is just labouring a little. Seemed to be moving too freely as the Solomon Islands captain, but he's out on the court now. He's looking to create an opportunity further forward. I think I saw a signal there to the bench from Ragomo. Did not look comfortable to the Solomon Islands captain. Well, he's still out on the court. Relentless at the moment of the Solomons. Stevenson was just left prone on the Bruce Pullman Arena floor. Managed to flick the pass back to his own teammate. There's a thumbs up. And already the first 9 minutes of this game has just flown by. Kausute. They're not giving Tahiti any time on the ball, the Solomon Islands. They are right on top of the Tahitians every time a forward pass is made. Here's another example of it. Mika Lealafa checks back in. Here's Doro. He's in space, is Doro. Saved by Roy. Well, Calvin Doro was thwarted at every opportunity last night by Matthew Wasin, a New Caledonian goalkeeper who was awarded the player of the match. Well, they're up against another player of the match goalkeeper today in Puaria Roy. Been able to beat him once so far today. Good technique on the volley. Comfortable save for Roy, and he releases only as far as Mika Lealafa. Well, they are hunting and pressing and scrapping the Solomon Islands. And they are winning the ball at regular intervals. And it's forcing Tahiti to match the intensity of their opponents. Here's the veteran Matanabea, the number 2, with the blonde hair, the red hair I should say. Just restarted, does Matanabea. Number of Tahiti players sporting some dye. Not sure whether that was picked up here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, or whether that was a addition made prior to departing Papeete. They arrived on the weekend to Tahiti. They have been training at Onehunga High School in the lead up to the OFC Futsal Nations Cup. Solomon Islands also, as well as Samoa, enjoyed the hospitality of Onehunga High School, their new sports facility. Lealafa just loses the ball there. Well, another chance there for the Solomon Islands. Lealafa, and he's just got that ability, hasn't he, just to switch the ball from right foot to left foot, or left foot to right foot. Just seems to glide across the court, doesn't he? He's been away from futsal, playing his club football in Australia, formerly of Auckland City FC here in New Zealand. So played professionally in South Africa for a period of time, Mika Lealafa. Saw the run of Lealafa there late, did Doro. Here is Doro looking to link up with Marlon Sia. Well, he's injected some enthusiasm, hasn't he, Marlon Sia? Smart substitution there from Tahiti, very quick. Substitutions rolling. Captain frees up Matanabea. Titonui Tinamoi there, just shot before, has had Tahiti's best opportunity so far. It was a save at the feet from Cliff Sassau Jr. Lealafa again. It's good close control, isn't it, from Bialafa. Shot from distance off the upright. Well, it was Calvin De Oro who just changed direction, and Tahiti had the left hand upright to thank for keeping it at 1-0. It's a goal which has been credited to Charlie Tainau in the 4th minute. Although I do understand that that goal is being reviewed by the technical study group and may be awarded an own goal. Look to come off the foot of Oliver Hiri. Tainau reeled away in celebration. No one was going to take that goal off him, but let's see what the experts have to say. Regardless of how it went in, it is the Solomon Islands that lead 1-0. Here is Keanu Maihuri, scored 2 goals yesterday. This man here on the ball now. Another of the Rapa futsal contingent. Stevenson just looking for some movement ahead of him. Clifford Misitana just caught on the ball there. Well, it's been played at a frantic pace, this match. I feel like too long ago we kicked off, but already we're heading towards the last 5 minutes of the first period. There's a foul there on the Solomon Islands. The Australian referee, Zach Keenan. Just encouraging Elliot Ragomo to move backwards. There's a chance for the Solomons, and it just flies wide of the Tahitian goal. Owen Bunabo. It's a very quick game, this match. Bunabo getting close there. Stevenson, it's again just looking for movement in front. Noble gets us back underway. This is a shot that just slid wide of the Tahitian goal. Owen Bunabo. So Kayanu Flores is putting pressure on Kosute. Sitana skips clear. And a couple of would-be defenders. Just got their substitution not quite right there. The ball sat invitingly for Kausute. Eventually hacked clear by Matanabea. was Bear. Underway. And they've been starved of chances, have Tahiti. Breaks clear here for Kasute. See Alice Mana has also joined the action today. Timeout for the Solomon Islands.
Timeout called by the Solomon Islands.
Timeout available to both sides in the respective periods. So Solomon Islands taking their one allocated for the first period. Gives coach Damon Shaw an opportunity to get some key messages. Maybe more of the same will be his call to his Solomon Islands side. They have been relentless. And for the Aito Ari of Tahiti, just a chance to take stock. See the Tahitian side as well supported. Fantastic to see spectators here showing their national colours and their pride in their respective teams. Ukulele out in force. See a lone Solomon Island flag on the far side from where I'm sitting. There is a small but vocal community that call Aotearoa New Zealand home from the Solomon Islands. I'm sure a lot of the Happy Isles will be glued to this footage brought to you by OFC TV. Like hello to the futsal fans up in the Solomon Islands, some of the most passionate supporters in Oceania call the Solomon Islands home. Not too short of opinions on Facebook after last night's result. Their team leads 1-0. It's Tahiti now with a rare foray forward. Lealafa stops that advance by Olivier Hirihiri. I think it was Hirihiri's leg that the cross from Marlon Sia deflected off and nestled in the back of the Tahitian goal. I'm sure we'll get a look at that on the highlights package. One of the few highlights actually of the first half so far. We've had a few near chances and some fantastic footwork, but not too much in the way of goalmouth action. Two balls on the field. Pointed out by Michel Maihuri. Keanu Maihuri. Next up, here's Keanu Maihuri. Tanabea. He's not quick enough to keep that one in the field of play. 43 years of age, Matanabea. A wonderful servant of the game in Tahiti. The very other end of the spectrum, we had a 15-year-old turning out for Tonga in the first match today. Well, from absolutely no angle to work with, Maika Lealafa seen some wonderful goals across the years at the OFC Futsal Nations Cup. It may well be right up there. He had very little angle to work with, did Maika Lealafa. And found its way into the back of the net. It's his third goal for the tournament. Solomon Islands take a 2-0 lead. Here is Lealafa, the goal scorer. Well, that chance at the back post. Puaria Roy is looking to get that underway quickly. So it's the Solomon Islands who lead Tahiti 2-0. FUTSAL has created a little bit of an extra angle. Lealafa rides a challenge. And Doro just loses traction on the Bruce Pullman Arena floor. You can see the amount of work that's gone in. And the event organisers just to tape out the other lines. It's a multi-sport venue, this one. It's Lealafa. Just toes that effort. Takes a deflection on its way through. But when he is in the mood, the Solomon Islands Kurukuru, they're a different proposition. That was all a little bit in slow motion there from Charlie Otaino. He had an opportunity just to stab that one past Roy in goal. Maihuri. Keanu, that is. To be confused with Michel. Both Maihuri scoring 2 goals apiece yesterday in the 5-0 win for Tahiti over Samoa. Just looking to pull out the party tricks with an outside of the foot pass. Here's D'Oro. Hit the post earlier, did Calvin D'Oro. Shot from some distance. Oh, this is a problem for the Solomon Islands. And Charlie Otaino has picked up a yellow card here. It's his second of the competition. So he will miss the Solomon Islands last match against Samoa. You might call that a professional foul. Maybe consider himself lucky that it was only a yellow card. So Charlie Otaino goes into the referee's notebook. Scored the opening goal for his side, did Otaino. Marlon Sia just getting that wall closer together on behalf of his goalkeeper. To peel away to the back post from Roberto Paitira. Inside the last minute of the first period. It's been a pulsating encounter. Otaino, a ton of space, his touch let him down. But it's enough to take a touch from the Tahitian goalkeeper, Puaria Roy. They content to take the 2-0 lead into the break, Solomon Islands. That is the end of the first period. Well, barely time to catch a breath.
Wow, what a fast frenetic first half we've seen.
And at half time, it It is the Solomon Islands who lead Tahiti by 2-0. A frenetic first period. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Well, this was a great save early from Cliff Sassau, in for his first start in the OFC FUTSAL Nations Cup. This was the goal, and I think it did take a touch from Olivier Hiri on its way in. Charlie Otaino peeled away in celebration, and that was a delightful piece of innovation from Maikalia Alafa. And they've had chance after chance. Calvin Doro hit the base of the upright, and another effort which just went past Roe's goal. And this goal from virtually no angle to work with his right foot in off the upright. Maika Lialafa for his third goal of the tournament. Well, I'm going to take a breath before we return with the second period. It is the Solomon Islands 2-0 ahead of Tahiti. We will be back with the second period after this break. Welcome back to Bruce Pullman Arena, where this side, Tahiti's Aito Ari, trail the Solomon Islands Kurukuru by 2-0. I've had an opportunity just to catch a breath. It was an absolutely frenetic first period. Charlie Mortaino set the Solomon Islands away. Or was it an own goal? Well, we're still trying to work through that. Before that man, Mike Lealafa, scored from the most acutest of angles in the 18th minute to give the Solomon Islands a 2-0 cushion at the break. Mortaino found himself in the referee's notebook just before half-time. So it is 2-0 in favour of the Solomon Islands. It's a must-win encounter for them if they are to keep their semi-final hopes in their own hands. Currently New Caledonia top the group with 4 points from a possible 6. Anything less than a win for the Solomons would see them relying on the final match between their opponents today, Tahiti and New Caledonia, on match day 3. So in order to keep their destiny in their own hands, they need to keep themselves ahead. Kurukuru may be looking for divine inspiration to keep them going. Tahiti patiently waiting for the return of the Solomon Islands side. Referee Chris Sinclair, the New Zealand official, hands the ball over to Te Tuanui Tino Moe. Can Tahiti mount a comeback? We will find out as the side all in red attacking the goal to the right of your picture. And the Solomon Islands and the yellow and blue attacking the goal to the left. George Stevenson. That's Elliot Ragomo, already played far more minutes than he was involved in last night in that 2-2 draw with New Caledonia. Stevenson not able to keep that in play in front of the Australian official Zach Keenan. Zach Keenan, one of a number of match officials from the Asian Football Confederation, down here to help Oceania football deliver this OFC Futsal Nations Cup 2023. It is a qualifier for the FIFA Futsal World Cup to be held in Uzbekistan in 2024. So one of these sides will qualify forward. Since Australia left the Confederation, it's only been the Solomon Islands who have represented Oceania in that global event. Shot from Kasute. Just goes wide. It's Matanabea, the veteran, brings the ball forward for Tahiti. And Cliff Sasau got a touch on that. It was Vincent Tino Moe who scored in Tahiti's 5-0 win over Samoa. Forced the best out of Cliff Sasau. Keanu Maihuri. Back post run from Vincent Tino Moe. nearly resulted in a goal. It's taken a touch on the way through. Kausute gets a touch on for the Solomon Islands. Chance for us to take a breath and catch a replay of that shot. You could just see it was off George Stevenson's toe. Back live here with Stevenson on the ball for the Solomon Islands. Well, they were right on top of the Tahitian side in the first half with the Solomon Islands Kurukuru. With challenges like that time Elliot Ragomo gives the foul away and immediately looks to the bench. Now he's got a chance to break forward for his side. Elects instead to now make the change with Calvin Doro. Mesitana with some close control. Only as far as Kausute is the clearance, but he has his pocket picked. Well, the first period was high energy and the second period is just as energetic. Calvin Doro hit the upright from distance. Maybe he will be one of the targets for Marlon Sia. It is Doro. You see how quickly they look to get back into defensive shape, the Solomon Islands Kurukuru. It's very much a different performance from that we saw last night against New Caledonia. As we see Junior Mana on the court for the first time today. So a pair of fresh legs for Damon Shaw to call on. So far we haven't seen the youngster J-Roll Patti at all. Wonder whether he will get an opportunity today. And there's a goal back for Tahiti. And it's Michel Maihuri, his third of the tournament. Well, he started the movement. Matana Bear just wrong-footed Mana. And the first touch was enough to create space. Great movement you see off the shoulder. Fantastic work by our camera operators down pitch side. Now 3 goals for the tournament for Michel Maihuri. And this game is well and truly alive. Pressure on Scotty Opeta. It's given away. Junior Mana not able to link up with Maika Lealafa. Well, you could see Lealafa steaming through. The execution to Junior Mana was just off slightly. Well, it's a high-speed encounter. Possession given away, one back. Heavy challenge from Junior Mana. Zach Keenan just checking in on Calvin Doro. He's fine. Grimace and pain there from the Tahitian goalkeeper, Ria Roy, just shaking off that left hand. Good work from the captain. And he finds a equaliser. And it's Vincent Tino Moi linking up with namesake Tetu Anui Tino Moi. And Tahiti have roared back into this match. 2-2. Great work from Akariva Riaria. You could see the back post run coming, and it was the simplest of finishes in the end for Vincent Tino Moi. Ties the match up at 2-2, and we've got a carbon copy of the Solomon Islands match from last night. This time it's the Solomons on the end of 2 quick goals. They have seen Tahiti roar back into this fixture. Here's Lealafa. Can they strike back, the Solomons? Well, Taino just slipped at an inopportune moment. Just poking in a foot there was Clifford Misitana. On the ball hard. Well, incredible shots. Screaming for a substitute there was Olivier Hirihiri. Can they extend the momentum? Tahiti. 2 goals in 2 minutes for Tahiti. I've seen them right back in this match. Just how quickly does momentum shift in futsal? It was Solomon Islands. Well, a technical foul there from Puaria Roy. This gives the Solomon Islands a huge opportunity. Well, options left and right for Maka Lealafa. What will he come up with? The goalkeeper comes up big when his team needed it. And looks to free up Keanu Maihuri. Well, a let off there for Tahiti. For the second time in 2 matches, with the game finally poised, the Solomon Islands unable to capitalise on an attacking free kick. Maihuri just got on the wrong side of Misitana there, and it's a foul. He'd committed, had Misitana. Free kick variation to cause confusion with the Solomon Island defence. They're full of tricks, aren't they, Tahiti? Scotty Opeta standing over the corner. He was looking for the return pass, was Opeta. Lealafa gets robbed, and it's a 2-on-1. Sasau did well. His body's all over the court here at the Bruce Pullman Arena. Cliff FUTSAL has come up big for his side there. And he stood his ground. And the shot from Maihuri was into his chest. Possession given away once again. Shot from distance, and FUTSAL acrobatically pushes that one away. It was Scotty Opeta, and he was alert to the danger. He's the Solomon Islands goalkeeper. May have been going wide, but he took no chances. Bialafa did well to keep that in. He's lost one of his socks along the way. You can see the heat burn in there. Let's open that sock right up. Oh, miscue at the far side, but Roy does enough. I don't think he's 100%. Puarea Roy. They've just got that one in the lower abdomen. Thumbs up. He's going to have to go off. This is where language can become a bit difficult. He's received treatment on the field of play, and it means that Maungaroa Angia has to come on. I'm sure Puarea Roy will return to the action as soon as possible, and there's a chance here, and it's off the inside of Cliff FUTSAL's left foot. Well, Tino Moi squeezed it through the legs of the Solomon Islands goalkeeper, but there was enough of the heel just to divert it from goal. Without doubt, this is the best match of the tournament so far. Don't forget, we've still got one more to follow, and that is New Zealand against Fiji. It's a timeout called by the Solomon Islands. Maybe just to take the heat out of the Tahitian momentum. Damon Shaw looks very calm. Not an expert lip reader, but my sign language is reasonably good. I think the message from Damon Shaw to the Solomon Islands Kurukuru is they've got to keep calm heads here. They've gone from a position of strength at 2-0 up to 2-2. Tahiti have had a number of chances. Well, this also, stoppage will give an opportunity for the first choice Puarea Roy to return in goal for Tahiti. They are well supported here today. So play restarts. Solomon Islands possession. Calvin De Oro just trying to get the better of Hiri. And De Oro, it's been a long time coming for Calvin De Oro, and the timeout has paid off for Damon Shaw and his side. It was a back heel, wasn't it, from Ortaino, a great assist. D'Oro came through the middle onto that left foot of his, and he gave Roy no chance. So the Solomon Islands nudge ahead once again. Stevenson not able to get on the end of that. Position given away mid-court. Stevenson just losing focus for a second. Owen Bunabo sees that go over the sideline. Well, a goal just changes the complexion of a match. It was all Tahiti. And Solomon Islands all back in front, and it's almost as if the oxygen is just taken out of the lungs of the Tahitian players. They will have to refocus and go in search of an equaliser. They dragged their way back from 2-0 down at half-time to 2-2, and now they trail the Solomons once again 3-2. Maihuri loses position, and here's D'Oro streaking clear. D'Oro onto that left foot. Oh, great work from Matana Bear. 43 years of age, but not slowing down at all. So Sal came a long way. There's a foot raised, and it's Misitana, I think. He looks perplexed. A hush falls over the crowd, and it's going to be a free kick just outside the area. Olivier Hirihiri. Well, a dangerous position here. It's Matana Bear standing over the ball. Well, you can see the spaces either side. Matana Bear to the far side. It's cleared off the line. Well, I think it was Clifford Misitana who initially gave the free kick away. The goalkeeper is going to need some treatment here. Well, unbelievable work to keep that out. Just see there, Misitana almost had his body in the goal. Well, the goalkeeper's received treatment here, and he's going to need to leave the field of play. That's going to mean that Lodrick Afia will come in and restart play. Meanwhile, at the other end of the field, it's George Stevenson and Olivier Hirihiri. Stevenson just backing Hirihiri back towards his own goal. Flicked on, and Stevenson just looked to spin. Possession given away, and it gives an opportunity for the Solomon Islands to get Cliff Sassau back onto the field. Stevenson. Oh, it's all action, isn't it? Over half of the second period has been played. And already we've had 3 goals in just over 10 minutes of action. It's a far cry from the 17 we had in the second period of the Vanuatu versus Tonga match. There's a shot from distance, acrobatic save from Roy. It was Bunabo that was denied that time. And it's a 3v2 for the Solomon Islands here. Lealafa finds Bunabo, he lofts it over, and it's kneed into the back of the neck by Calvin Doro, his second of the afternoon. And those Solomon Island supporters breathe a sigh of relief as their side re-establishes a 2-goal lead. Well, it was a 3v2 with Lealafa down the middle of the pitch. He played to his left, Bunabo lofted it over, and it was a touch from Calvin De Oro, which forced it over the line. Got the better of Matana Bea. Taino just couldn't get that under his control. So 2 goals to Calvin Doro in the second period, sorry. To see the Solomon Islands go 4-2 ahead. There's Cliff Sasau. Well, he found Taino on the back post in a lot of space. Well measured pass from Sasau. They varied their attack of the Solomon Islands today. Sometimes going direct like this, other times trying to work it from defence into attack. Well, Taino is wrestled to the floor. And eventually a free kick is awarded. It was Tino Moy with his arms all around Solomon Islands player. Here is Taino, scored the first goal today to open the action. Sitana almost caught in 2 minds, I think, there. Clifford Misitana, whether to put the foot through it or try and bend it around. In the end, he was somewhere between the two, and the effort was over the crossbar. You could see what Charlie Otaino was trying to do there. Just lean into the back of his defender and play it around the corner for Lealafa to advance. Ball one there by Tino Moy, one of Tahiti's 2 goal scorers today. Vincent Tino Moy, number 4. Scored a tap in right at the back post. It was 2 goals in 2 minutes for Tahiti, which put them right back in this match. Keanu Mai Huri just loses his footing, but regains it enough to a slip from Sasau. Has he handled that outside the area? No, says the referee. And it is Tino Moy, that man, who scores his second for the afternoon. Well, he came a long way, did Cliff Sasau. Just mishandled. He did well not to handle outside his area. That would have spelt a bigger problem for the Solomon Islands goalkeeper. Pulled his hands back almost at the last moment. And cool heads for Tahiti. And it was Vincent Tino Moy to set up a grandstand finish. His second of the match. Well, will we see momentum shift in favour of the Tahitian team now? We've seen how goals can change the complexion of this fixture. One thing's for sure, Tahiti will not lay down. Michelle Maihuri just took his eyes off the ball there and it rolled underneath his foot. Marlon Sear has been a welcome addition to the Kurukuru attack today. He was suspended for the first match against New Caledonia. He's played as far away as possible. Well, it's a physical encounter as well as a tactical and technical encounter right now. Lealafa finds Sia. He's not able to keep control. Tino Moi, Tatuanui that is. Vincent Tino Moi has scored 2 goals. Tatuanui Tino Moi is about to get us restarted. Sute gets a block in. Calls for handball. And they are eventually heated. And Stevenson. And it's the 6th foul. So it is Te Tuanui Tino Moi with the opportunity to tie things up here. Solomon Islands now walking the tightrope of accumulated fouls. So it is Tino Moi versus Cliff Sasau. Well, the Solomon Islands goalkeeper hold his nerve. Tino Moi, Sasau saves, but he's not able to prevent the second. And Tatuanui Tino Moi puts the resulting rebound past Sasau. Spread himself well to the goalkeeper, but it wasn't enough, and you can see what it means to the Tahitian team. Well, 4-4. Just over 5 minutes to play. Don't take your eyes away from this fixture. Solomon Islands have had their timeout. They can't afford to give any more fouls away because that will send Tahiti back to the 10-metre mark. All the way back. Now down the other end. Keanu Maihuri. towards Charlie Otaino. Kasute takes over, and there's a foul there. Quick to apologise. There's Maihuri, Michel this time. Doro went close. Well, it's a timeout to Tahiti. Well, on both occasions that Tahiti have fought back to equalise, it has been 2 very quick goals. So they've scored 4 times in the second half, have Tahiti.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for your support today. We'd just like to ask you to please make sure you don't go onto the court after the game. Please steer clear of the court post-match.
The instructions being passed over.
Your support here is much appreciated.
4 minutes, 24 seconds left in this fixture. Ellis Mana getting ready to return to the field of play. He's got a false start. Now we are underway. So 4 minutes of this enthralling Group B encounter on match day 2 of the OFC Futsal Nations Cup. Bunabo just loses out. Does well, Bunabo. Doro's pass is loose. A lot of space on the left-hand side. And it was Maihuri. Olivier Hirihiri. It's a deflection and it'll be a corner. Roberto Partida. Here's the signal. Off to Oro and back out for another corner. Tino Moi just moves into the D. And it comes his way. Well, you saw the movement from Teto Anui to Tino Moi. And could we see the elimination of the Solomon Islands in the group stage of the OFC Futsal Nations Cup? Well, 3 minutes, 24 to play. Saw the movement from Tino Moi. He ghosted in, unseen. Here's Vincent Tino Moi. Is content to slow things down. So they take the lead for the first time to Tahiti. 5 second half goals. Sasal just complaining there. Tie now. So Tie now finds space. It's a great save. And I thought for a moment it might have dropped into the net. Puaria Roy makes a crucial intervention. In space, there's a runner. And, he's gone around here, and it's one-on-one with Sasau, but Maihuri maybe was already planning the celebration. And it looks as though Solomon Islands are going to play the fifth man. You can see George Stevenson. Don't take your eyes off the action, because Maihuri Keanu has given it away here. Alice Mana. Less than a minute to play. Here is the fifth man. It's George Stevenson. And it just goes wide from Otaino. Big chance for the Solomons with the fifth man. Well, it was with the outside of the right foot. Sasau re-established. Gets us back underway. Well, it's end to end. It's all or nothing for the Solomon Islands. There's a chance, and there's the equaliser. It's Alice Mana with 1:20 to play. Pulls it back to 5-all. A nod of approval from the Solomon Islands fans. Alice Mana makes it 5-5. Is there time for one more goal for either of these two sides? It has been a pulsating match. As Tino Moi goes close as we enter the last minute of play. Solomon's looking to stream forward. Matana Bear just needed to be aware. Well, they're going to go for it, are they, the Solomons? George Stevenson is back up, the fifth man. Junior Mana not able to get on the end of that. Tahiti have come back twice and then took the lead, only to concede a late equaliser. A miscue and a handball. Well, there's 15 seconds to play. We're back underway. Well, he's given possession away. It's Sasau. It's Tahiti. Sasau stands his ground. And that is the end of the match. It finishes 5-all. Tahiti celebrate. They know what that means in terms of their progression through to the semi-finals. For the Solomon Islands, their destiny is now in the hands of either Tahiti or New Caledonia. Confirmation of the full-time score. It's Solomon Islands 5, Tahiti 5. Now, that was a gripping encounter from start to finish. Tetua Nui Tino Moi has been awarded the player of the match. His two late goals, the second of which put Tahiti in front after they trailed twice. Let's take a look at the match highlights. Now, Tino Moi was denied early by Cliff Sasau. And then the first goal came courtesy of an own goal from Olivier Hiri, just not able to get himself out of the way. Mika Lealafa grazed the crossbar. He was excellent today. And as did Calvin De Oro. He was excellent. Saved by Puaria Roe. De Oro again came close with the base of the upright. Roe knew what it meant. Second goal was a spectacular one from virtually no angle to work from. Mika Lealafa. That puts the Solomon Islands 2-0 ahead at the break. 2-0 became 2-1 through Michel Maihuri. Started the movement. Matana Bear found him at the top of the D, a touch and swivel, and that gave Tahiti a lifeline. And it was just moments later that Vincent Tino Moy was unmarked on the back post. And he tapped in. Tahiti at that stage, the momentum was all their way. They created some more chances. And Sasau needed to be aware. And that was a deflection off the inside. Well, the Solomon Islands then took the lead once again. It was Calvin De Oro with a first-time finish after neat work in the build-up from Charlie Otter. Now, well, a free kick was cleared off the line from Clifford Misitana. And the Solomon Islands got their fourth goal, courtesy of Calvin De Oro, just forcing the ball over the line. That made it 4-2, and the Solomon Islands looked as though they would manage the game out, but it wasn't to be. Tahiti, capitalising on an error from the goalkeeper, Cliff Sasau, eventually found its way across the line through Vincent Tino Moy. And then the player of the match, Tatu Anui Tino Moy, converted a rebound from the 10-metre penalty mark. That made it 4-4. And then for the first time in the match, Tahiti took the lead. And it was Tatuanui Tino Moy again, just getting in front of the defender. And there was a late equaliser to come. And it was Alice Mana who drifted to the back post unmarked and stabbed it home to earn his side their second point of the OFC Futsal Nations Cup. This one finishing 5-5. Let's head now down to the sideline to get some reaction post-match.
Well, Te Tuanui, congratulations, player of the match today. What was it like to play in a game like that? 10 goals, 5 all.
Alors, félicitations pour ton match. Hein? Tu es élu homme du match. Alors, quelle est ton impression pour ce match?
Ça a été dur. Chapeau aussi à Salomon. J'étais très fort.
So he said the match was too difficult because the Salomon is a great team, and that's all.
How much confidence does it give the Tahiti side for your next match and for the remainder of the tournament playing so well today?
Alors, comme vous avez bien joué aujourd'hui, quel est votre objectif pour les prochains matchs?
C'est tout gagner le prochain match contre la Nouvelle-Calédonie.
Bien se préparer.
Bien se préparer et voilà.
So he say have a good rest, then preparation for the next match against New Caledonia.
And a real chance now for the team to qualify for the semi-finals.
Maintenant, vous avez une grande chance de pouvoir se qualifier pour les demi-finales, n'est-ce pas?
Ouais, c'est ça.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, and Damon? Yeah. Sweden.
Well, obviously a very happy Tahitian
Well,
delegation.
Damon,
Let's hear from Damon
sure.
Shaw.
Look, last night was tough. If last night was tough, how would you describe that?
We didn't play well today. We were happy with the draw yesterday, happy in terms of what it meant for the whole thing. Today we should have been comfortable. We've come out the second half, we've made some silly mistakes, we've been rash. We were a young team, a bit of lacking experience maybe in these moments, and yeah, it's cost us some goals at key moments, and we've got to be cleverer. We've got to be cleverer when we're in the lead. We've got to be cleverer when the game's in our favour, and you know, we've come out strong again, and we've got the draw, which it's not ideal, but it's still in our hands, and yeah, we've thrown it away, but we've brought it back, and we're still alive.
If we were to look at a positive, a minute and a half from the end, you scored that equaliser. If you hadn't, destiny probably wasn't going to be in your own hands in terms of making the semi-finals. So it's a huge match, isn't it, now, in your final group match?
Yeah, if we lost, we knew we were going home. We also knew that a draw keeps things in our hands, so we had to manage that risk at the end of the game, because we could have gone for it, we could have pushed again, but if we did that and stop. Continue.
Isn't it? But nevertheless, you know, 2 draws, you're still in the tournament, and you come out another day. What will be the message to your boys preparing for the last match?
We need to get back to the spirit of the first game. We need to play confident. We had a good game plan today. It was working the first half, and then second half, look, games like this, when it's all or nothing for Tahiti, you know, their heart dragged them through, but it also dragged us back. So we've got to go in the game against Samoa. We've got to win, and I think we need to win by 5 as well to guarantee going through. So it's going to be tough. It's in our hands still, but it's going to be exciting as well.
Well, the neutral, it's been a cracking group so far, and we hope it's another thriller in a couple of days' time. All the best for that.
Yeah, we've been given a tough group with 3 of the 4 semi-finalists from the last Nations Cup, so we knew it was going to be hard. And yeah, we knew it was going to be a tough group, and you know, we're still in the tournament, so we'll give it our best on the next game and hopefully get through to the semi-finals, and that's when the tournament really kicks off.
All the best. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Matt.
Well, difficult for Damon Shaw to hide his disappointment. Their destiny is in their hands, but it will rely a lot on that result between Tahiti and New Caledonia. Let's take a look what that means for the group standings. And there you have it. New Caledonia sit atop with 4 points and a +5 goal difference, as do Tahiti. Solomon Islands will take on Samoa on the last match day, knowing that a big win will put them in with an opportunity, and a win for either New Caledonia or Tahiti will guarantee them passage to the semi-finals. But a draw will mean the calculators will come out, and 3 from 2, 2 from 3 to the semi-finals. Well, that was an absolutely pulsating encounter. Stick around, we've got one more coming, and that will be between the host New Zealand and Fiji. We will be back in an hour's time with that match. But from me, Seamus Martin, on behalf of the OFC TV crew, thank you for joining us, and we will see you back here soon.
Yeah.